Why is NASA hiding the 3i Atlas images? Why is NASA silent about 3i Atlas? An interstellar object photographed by one of the most powerful cameras ever built, and yet the images remain locked away. Astrophysicist Avi Loeb says NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter captured high-resolution photos of the object back on October 2nd, 2025. But those images? Never seen the light of day. So what are we not supposed to see? Tonight, we trace the timeline, sift through the evidence, and ask what many scientists won't say out loud. What if NASA isn't just slow to share? What if they're deliberately stalling? The object known as 3i Atlas isn't a normal comet. Its orbit doesn't belong to our solar system, and its chemistry doesn't fit the models. When the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter aimed its HiRISE camera at it, everyone expected breathtaking detail. That kind of shot could define a decade of astronomy. But the results never came. NASA's public archive shows images from Hubble, from Webb, from a network of ground telescopes. Yet the HiRISE data, the one image that could reveal the surface itself, is nowhere. It's like someone deleted the most important frame of a movie. Loeb insists the camera took the shot. The timing lines up perfectly with 3i Atlas passing near Mars. But since that moment, it's radio silence. No data, no explanation, no press release. The agency's updates continue as usual. Photos of nebula, star clusters, even other comets. But the interstellar visitor everyone's talking about? Nothing. Some researchers brush it off as bureaucracy, a backlog of calibration work. Others whisper about something stranger, that the images showed a structure too organized, too symmetrical to pass as natural. Think about that for a second. What if the high-resolution photos didn't just capture rock and ice, but geometry, structure? Here's what we know. 3i Atlas came from outside our solar system. Its path is hyperbolic, a one-way ticket in and then gone forever. Data from Webb shows an unusually strong carbon dioxide signature and a surface that looks burned, almost metallic. Some astronomers notice the way its brightness fluctuates, too smooth, too deliberate, as if it were rotating like a reflective object, not a dusty comet. If the HiRISE image really does exist, and if it captured that glint, that pattern, the implications could be enormous. NASA has stayed quiet, but maybe too quiet. They'll tell you there are protocols. The images have to be processed, calibrated, validated, peer-reviewed. That's all standard. And yet something feels off. The timing, the silence, the lack of even a placeholder notice. Remember, this all unfolded during the U.S. government shutdown in early October. Entire departments went dark and communication froze. It was the perfect moment to bury data in plain sight. If those images ever surface, what might they show? Maybe the jets coming off the object aren't random, but controlled, aligned in ways that suggest design. Maybe the shape isn't round at all, but faceted like a machine. Or maybe the trajectory itself is the clue. The subtle, measured drift of an object correcting its own course through space. Even the mildest of these possibilities would set the scientific world on fire. And NASA knows it. For now, the public story remains tidy. We're told 3i Atlas was discovered on July 1st, 2025 by the Atlas Survey in Chile. Hubble photographed it, and weeks later, showing a teardrop-shaped cloud of dust around its core. Observatories around the world have tracked its movement ever since, confirming the heavy, CO2 signature, and a strange irradiated crust. That's what's official. But it's also what makes the missing images so suspicious, because every new piece of open data only deepens the mystery of what might be hiding in the high-resolution set. Imagine if those photos reveal surface symmetry or jet behavior that can't be explained by sunlight alone. Imagine if the object looks manufactured. At that point, interstellar comet might no longer be the right term. This isn't the first time NASA's gone quiet when something doesn't fit the model. Remember the odd shadows on Phobos? The delayed release around Oumuamua's light curve data? The pattern is always the same. When something defies expectations, transparency slows down. Coincidence? Maybe. But maybe not. Maybe the silence isn't meant to protect us from confusion. Maybe it's meant to protect the narrative. In the coming weeks, NASA's data portal will tell us whether this story fades away or detonates. If those HiRISE images appear, they could confirm everything we've suspected, or rewrite the history of what we think wanders between the stars. Until then, all we can do is keep asking the question they won't answer. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. If you like what you see, please remember to like and subscribe. It's free to you and it means the world to us, and we greatly appreciate you. And as always, keep an open mind, but not so open your brains fall out, because reality is fraying. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.